London, a city steeped in history and intrigue, holds a wealth of chilling ghost stories that have captivated residents and visitors for centuries. From haunted castles to eerie alleyways, the tales of restless spirits and lingering phantoms continue to send shivers down the spines of those who dare to explore the city's dark corners. The Theatre Royal of Drury Lane holds a prominent place in London's theatrical history, dating back to the 17th century. Over the years, numerous ghost stories have emerged from within its hallowed halls, captivating the imagination of theatre-goers and staff alike. One of the most famous legends is that of the Man in Grey, a spectral figure dressed in 18th-century clothing who is said to haunt the theatre. While the origins of the Man in Grey legend remain shrouded in mystery, historical records provide us some clues. Some accounts suggest that the ghost may be linked to the discovery of a walled-up skeleton found during renovations of the theatre in the 1840s. Others speculate that the ghost may be connected to a former actor or theatre worker who met a tragic end. Furthermore, sightings of the Man in Grey have been reported by numerous witnesses over the years, adding to the credibility of the legend. In some instances, witnesses have described encountering a figure dressed in period clothing who suddenly vanishes into thin air, leaving behind an eerie sense of unease. Another ghostly tale associated with the Theatre Royal is that of Joseph Grimaldi, a renowned clown and performer who graced its stage in the early 19th century. According to legend, Grimaldi's ghost haunts the theatre, appearing as a melancholy figure in whiteface makeup and tattered clown attire. While the existence of Grimaldi's ghost is primarily based on anecdotal accounts and folklore, there is historical evidence to suggest that the celebrated clown faced personal and professional challenges during his life. Grimaldi's tumultuous career and struggles with depression are well documented, providing a possible explanation for his purported haunting of the theatre where he once performed. Nestled near London's historic Smithfield Market, the Viaduct Tavern is not just a popular watering hole, but also the subject of chilling ghost stories and supernatural encounters. With its rich history dating back to the late 19th century, this establishment has become synonymous with tales of spectral apparitions and eerie occurrences. Constructed in 1875, the Viaduct Tavern occupies a unique position atop the former Newgate prison cells, adding an extra layer of historical intrigue to its haunted reputation. The pub's Victorian-era decor and atmospheric setting provide the perfect backdrop for tales of restless spirits and lingering phantoms. Central to the ghostly lore surrounding the Viaduct Tavern is the tragic tale of Ruth, a Victorian barmaid whose spirit is said to haunt the premises. According to legend, Ruth met a grisly end at the hands of her jealous lover, who murdered her in the pub's cellar. Since then, her ghost has been known to roam the tavern, causing lights to flicker, glasses to shatter, and cold drafts to chill the air. While the specific details of Ruth's story may be partly myth and folklore, there is historical evidence to suggest that the Viaduct Tavern has a dark past. Records indicate that the pub was constructed on the site of former Newgate prison cells where executions and other grim activities once took place. The presence of such a haunting backdrop lends credence to the possibility of lingering spirits and paranormal phenomena. Over the years, numerous patrons, staff, and paranormal investigators have reported strange occurrences and ghostly sightings at the Viaduct Tavern. Witnesses have described encountering unexplained cold spots, hearing disembodied footsteps, and witnessing objects move seemingly of their own accord. Some have even claimed to have seen the apparition of a woman resembling Ruth, adding to the eerie atmosphere of the pub. The Viaduct Tavern's haunted history serves as a reminder of London's rich tapestry of folklore, legend, and historical intrigue. Whether attributed to the restless spirits of former inmates or the imaginative tales of storytellers, the ghostly lore surrounding the Viaduct Tavern continues to captivate and chill those who dare to explore its shadowy corridors. 50 Berkeley Square, an unassuming townhouse nestled in the heart of London's Mayfair district, has earned a notorious reputation as one of the most haunted houses in the city. Its eerie facade and dark history have inspired chilling ghost stories and supernatural legends for generations. Central to the ghostly lore of 50 Berkeley Square is the spectral apparition known as the Brown Lady. According to legend, the Brown Lady is the ghost of Lady Dorothy Walpole, who allegedly died under mysterious circumstances in the 18th century. Her spirit is said to haunt the townhouse, appearing as a ghostly figure draped in a brown dress and emanating an aura of malevolence. While the specific details of Lady Dorothy Walpole's life and death may be subject to debate, historical records confirm the existence of the Walpole family and their connection to 50 Berkeley Square. Lady Dorothy Walpole was the sister of Robert Walpole, the first Prime Minister of Great Britain, and is believed to have resided in the townhouse during her lifetime. Her tragic fate and alleged haunting have become intertwined with the history of the townhouse. In fact, over the years, numerous eyewitnesses claim to have encountered the Brown Lady at 50 Berkeley Square. One of the most famous accounts dates back to the early 19th century when a visitor to the townhouse reported seeing a ghostly figure descending the staircase, its face obscured by a brown veil. Since then, there have been multiple sightings of the Brown Lady, often accompanied by reports of strange noises, unexplained phenomena, and feelings of dread. In recent decades, paranormal investigators and researchers have conducted numerous investigations at 50 Berkeley Square in an attempt to unravel the mystery of the Brown Lady. While some have dismissed the sightings as hoaxes or exaggerations, others have reported anomalous readings, electromagnetic disturbances, and other unexplained phenomena consistent with paranormal activity. The ghost sightings at 50 Berkeley Square continue to mystify and intrigue both skeptics and believers. While the truth behind the legend of the Brown Lady may never be definitively proven, the historical evidence and eyewitness accounts provide tantalizing clues to the townhouse's haunted past. As long as the eerie atmosphere of 50 Berkeley Square persists, the legend of the Brown Lady will endure, casting a shadow of mystery over one of London's most notorious haunted houses. The Tower of London, an iconic fortress and royal palace, has stood as a symbol of power and intrigue for over a millennium. However, behind its imposing walls lie tales of darkness and despair, with numerous reports of ghostly apparitions haunting its corridors. One of the most famous ghosts said to haunt the Tower of London is that of Anne Boleyn, the ill-fated second wife of King Henry VIII. Anne was executed within the tower's walls in 1536, accused of treason and adultery. Since her death, her ghost has been reported wandering the grounds, often seen near the site of her execution at the Tower Green. Anne Boleyn's execution is well documented in historical accounts from the Tudor period. Records indicate that she was beheaded by a French swordsman brought specifically for the occasion. The presence of Anne Boleyn's ghost at the Tower of London has been reported by numerous witnesses over the centuries, adding credence to the haunting. Another haunting tale associated with the Tower of London is that of the princes in the tower, Edward V and his younger brother Richard, Duke of York. The young princes were lodged in the tower in 1483 by their uncle, Richard III, and were never seen again. Their disappearance remains one of the most enduring mysteries in English history, with many speculating that they were murdered. While the fate of the princes in the tower remains uncertain, historical records indicate that they were last seen alive in the Tower of London. Their disappearance and the subsequent accession of Richard III to the throne fueled rumors of foul play, leading to suspicions of regicide. The ghosts of the princes in the tower are said to haunt the tower to this day, their restless spirits seeking justice for their untimely demise. Highgate Cemetery, located in North London, is renowned not only for its Victorian funerary architecture and picturesque landscapes, but also for its reputation as one of the most haunted cemeteries in the world. Tales of ghostly encounters and supernatural phenomena have surrounded Highgate Cemetery for decades, captivating the imaginations of locals and visitors alike. One of the most famous legends associated with Highgate Cemetery is that of the Highgate vampire. In the late 1960s and early 1970s, reports emerged of a tall, dark figure with piercing red eyes seen lurking among the tombstones and mausoleums of the cemetery. According to eyewitnesses, the vampire-like entity was responsible for a series of strange incidents, including attacks on animals and sightings of ghostly apparitions. While the existence of a literal vampire may be subject to skepticism, the sightings and reports of paranormal activity at Highgate Cemetery during this time are well documented. Local newspapers covered the phenomenon extensively, reporting on eyewitness accounts, mysterious animal mutilations, and efforts by ghost hunters and paranormal investigators to uncover the truth behind the legend. The media frenzy surrounding the Highgate vampire contributed to the cemetery's reputation as a haunted hotspot. Another area of Highgate Cemetery associated with paranormal activity is the Circle of Lebanon, a striking monument consisting of a circle of columns surrounding an ancient cedar tree. Visitors to the cemetery have reported feeling an eerie presence and experiencing strange sensations while near the Circle of Lebanon, leading to speculation about supernatural forces at play. The Circle of Lebanon is a prominent feature of Highgate Cemetery and has been the subject of numerous reports of paranormal activity over the years. While the specific cause of these phenomena remains a mystery, the atmospheric setting and imposing architecture of the monument contribute to its reputation as a focal point for ghostly encounters within the cemetery. One of the most enduring ghostly legends of Highgate Cemetery is that of the Lady in White. According to local lore, the ghost of a woman dressed in white Victorian clothing has been seen wandering among the tombstones, her spectral form disappearing into the mist as quickly as it appeared. Reports of sightings of the Lady in White at Highgate Cemetery date back decades, with numerous eyewitnesses attesting to encounters with the ghostly figure. While the identity of the Lady in White remains unknown, her haunting presence adds to the eerie atmosphere of the cemetery and reinforces its reputation as a place of supernatural significance. London's most chilling ghost stories offer a fascinating glimpse into the city's haunted past, blending historical evidence with supernatural folklore to create tales that continue to intrigue and unsettle audiences. Whether wandering the shadowy corridors of the Tower of London or treading the cobbled streets of Drury Lane, the spectres of London's ghostly inhabitants remind us of the enduring power of myth, legend, and the mysteries that lie beneath the surface of our world. As always, thanks for listening, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd appreciate some more of that eerie history crack.